When I got the initial phone call asking if I was interested in taking on the commission as official war artist, I was very surprised. I guess I hadn't seen myself as the sort of artist that would have been selected for such a job. The reason why I was taken aback by it was not so much the thought of going into the war zone, but had more to do whether I felt that I was capable of doing the job to my sort of satisfaction and to the satisfaction of the War Memorial. So I decided to work on boards or panels rather than canvases due to their portability and and they're much tougher than canvases. So I prepared all the materials that I was going to need for the 5 weeks that I was away. So after a very long and arduous flight via Kuwait into Afghanistan, we arrived at night to a completely blackened airbase, which was rather unusual. The plane in fact had to land in the dark, which I found rather extraordinary. And so I stepped out of the plane and got my first glimpse of Afghanistan, and there was enough of a moon out to basically make out these incredible mountains that were surrounding the plain of Bagram on all sides. The stars in the night sky were extraordinary, and I straight away felt that I was in a very different part of the world to my home, and certainly a part of the world that I'd never been in before. So my initial reaction was one of quite some excitement. The situation there was one of high risk, that it was never really known what was safe and what wasn't in terms of the local situation. There was a village just outside the front gate of Bagram which I did visit a few times, and indeed one came face to face with the locals, and I did straight away feel a tension. There was also the knowledge that there were thousands, literally thousands of landmines peppered all over the ground in and around Bagram Air Base and in the village. I was given very clear instructions not to step off any beaten track or any concrete. Do not go walking across any grassed area. So I guess at that point I felt a little closer to the whole war situation than I would normally have liked.
I think the role of war artist has nothing to do with saying anything for or against war. I don't think the role of the war artist is to provide any sort of propaganda-like material that's going to justify or glorify war. Nor do I think is it the war artist's role to comment necessarily negatively on the war. In my particular case, I see it as my duty to simply go there and try and bring back a sense of the place and the time and what these Australian people are doing overseas at this particular time. As to making some sort of anti-war comment, I'm not personally interested in delving into that particular area. I'm there more to faithfully, as I said, try and create a sense of what it's like over there, whether good or bad.